Okay, item number 2 would be the engineer's report, and tonight we have Joe doing that.
Sure, thank you. Maybe I should talk so, in the effort of time, I'll be a little brief with this. So I'm going to breeze through some of the comments. Majority, this letter is just kind of a status update on things. I prefer to mostly target what's been changed as opposed to, recap of everything. Which leads me to the first thing. We have wonderful news. The TAP grant is finally advanced. We're out of that cultural review that was going on last time. I think as of 29th of June, they finally moved us into the next thing. So we're going to try to coordinate with NV5 so that they can get their final design proposal in front of us. The sooner the better. We would love August. We know you've been waiting, so we're going to try as much to go as fast as we can. Additionally, we've got that 2023 CDBG grant. We did receive that grant for that sewer study. This is in regards to all of those townhouses that are going up near Grand's Place and such. Ultimately, it's just to verify that we have sufficient capacity, and if there are improvements, we'll figure that out with the result of that study. Meehan and Helene, which is our 2021 grant, everything's built. We're waiting on the DOT. We want to make sure that the DOT doesn't have any surprise comments before we issue out a punch list. I had a good talk with Shelley about that one, and we realized that in the past we've tried to expedite that process, and then the DOT comes back with additional comments, and then surprise, we're not as done as we thought we were. So please be patient, but as soon as that's over, we will wrap that up and release them from their contract and move on to the next one, which is the 2022 grant for Arnold, Berwick, and Colby. As that is, we've got all the plans, they're ready to go. All we need to know is what time you'd like to have it go out to bid, and then we will do it, because everything's pretty much ready to go. The drainage improvements, there's not a lot that has happened since. We still have some comments that came back from the county that we are looking to implement. We have a little bit of time on that one, but the improvements were very thoughtful from the county, which I was very impressed with. I thought they were going to put up more of a fight with some of the improvements we wanted on First Avenue, but they seemed very receptive, so that's looking very positive. We're going to skip down towards the MS4. We still need to submit an updated stormwater pollution prevention plan to be in compliance with the MS4. We submitted a draft before July kicked off so that we were in compliance with the state. However, I still need to have a sit down with Vince Levitico and make sure that everything that they're doing at the DPW is in alignment with what the state needs to make sure everyone's happy. It's a short update, but once that's done, we'll just process that. As for the new ordinances, at least one new draft ordinance had popped up since last we met. However, an even more exciting one happened yesterday, and that was the inland flood protection rules. I already sent an email to Eric. We're going to target next month's agenda with the new language for that ordinance. And it's good. It's a little scary, but don't worry. It's not that drastic a change to our ordinance. We just need to change everything. So, as for everything else, we have the Freeland-Heisen and Bassalone pools. We were coordinating with the county. We sent them a sketch of what we're proposing. That's ultimately to, we're thinking of replacing the existing pool with a splash pad equivalent size. And the county had no idea what we were doing up until recently. So we sent them a sketch, showed them what our proposals were, and they would like to know a little more, bit more detailed cost estimate, that sort of thing. And then finally, our 2024 NJDOT grant, similar to what we did with the Richard Street, Columbus Ave drainage improvements that I did the pretty presentation on. We're going to be doing that again on the other side. I believe that item is on this agenda, so to approve the resolution to actually submit the grant. So that's great. That's all we need to do, and hopefully we'll get that and keep moving.
Is there an update on Riverside and Columbus? Ran into one of the residents the other day and they were asking to see where we are with it.
Is there an update?
Or where are we?
Not quite yet. I need to sit down with the plans and just, get them past that one draft and into the one that we can actually start turning them to bid documents. But ultimately, we know what we're doing. We just actually have to get everything drawn out and bid, cost estimate, put that together. So.
Any other questions for Joe? Just have put one myself, but for the one for the bid, you said that you're ready to go. Is that something we could do in August?
Absolutely. Just give me a call and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, that was the 2022 one, correct? So Arnold, Berwick, and Colby. Oh yeah, I think everyone's in agreement to have it ready for next month, so. All right, thank you, Joe.
No problem.